And the final count, they, they go through it again and then find some things and whatnot. And that's where you find, that's where you can deal with the rejected ballots and the spoiled ballots. And then you have something called a magisterial count, where you can get a judge, depending on how many votes you lost by. So, for example, let's say you lost by 2,000 votes, but you want to contest like 10. You're not going to get a magisterial count. Because they're going to say, even if we give you the 10, it won't make a difference. It won't make a difference. So you may have to go to court. Now, in ROPA, Representation of People Act, the law I just showed you, I think it's section 44A2, I think. There is a body called the Constituted Authority. And you can go to them, and within, I think it's 14 days after the final count, you can go to them and say, look, there were some issues here with intimidation, with the count, with this, with that, whatever. They'll look at it, and according to the law, they have two options. They can call for a redo of the election, or they can go to court. How many of you know? How many of you know what happened in 1997 and 1998 in that same constituency regarding our prime minister? How many of you are aware of what took place there? I'll just kick back for about 30 seconds and see how many people recall what took place. Before I show you, he lost and Portia allowed him to stay. No flex. The doctor beat him. Ryan Sinclair. He was beaten by Patrick Roberts. He did the same thing to the then member of parliament, Patrick. Pure thieving. I don't recall. My mom died that year also, Manley. Condolences, Marie. Sorry to hear. Andrew lost his seat and Portia gave him it back. He promised to box a pooling clerk. He did. There was an allegation of that, George Smith. Yes. He was beaten by Dr. Carl Blythe. All right. I'm sure to know. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now what happened. I won't tell you. I'm going to show you. And there was a court case on it. There's a court case on it, but the court case, it's a little bit different than how it was written by the Electoral Commission. So what I'm going to do, rather than bore you with the court case, let's just go to the essence of it. Let's just go to the Electoral Commission thing. I don't remember if I got them, they call them name. Okay. Stay with me. Stay with me. And if you don't know what happened back in 1997, 1998, and some of you are, I don't see anybody who, well, all right. I see some people that, yeah, some people remember. Some people remember. Yes. Yeah, big up yourself, Cheryl. Some people remember. But I'm talking, but the details, I'm going to give you some details now, but it's not as detailed as the court case, as the case itself. But this is coming from the Director of Elections. Take a look. I did. Steffi Sweetie, I did. You know what? Steffi Sweetie, I insist. So hold on there. You know what? Opal, you put it up. Let me see if you put it up. The one that Steffi Sweetie just sent me. The vote buying one. Did you put it up? No, not this one. I sent you one by WhatsApp. Don't, and let me just abridge my mind, because you can't donate to change.org. No, don't go there yet. Don't go to the site. We'll get to that part, but don't go there and donate. Oh, Kevin is doing it. All right, so we could go to this then. All right, while Kevin is doing this. All right. General election 1997 report of the Director of Elections, Jamaica. All right. General elections, there it is, published November 1998. All right. So here, we'll big it up, yeah. Now big it up so that the whole one can see, you know. Opal, move this somewhere, please. Take off your comment, Opal. All right. So this is, oh, Kevin, you need a thing? Opal, move your comment, please. All right. So here we go. No, hold on a second. I remember, not teasing you know, but I remember that I said to you before the election, I said, what the opposition should do, they should reach out to the Carter Center and have the Carter Center reach out to the government, have the government invite the Carter Center. And if the government refuse, then they should get civil society on their side and then reach out to the Carter Center and say, listen, here are examples of voter infraction, voter irregularities, things that happened in 2020. And so we're asking you as an international organization to plead with the government of Jamaica and come in, right? Remember, we were saying that, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Hold on a second, people. Kevin have the mouse. I'm gonna do some work, yeah. And I big up Kevin, you know, because Kevin and a whole lot of things to do, you know. And I tell you what, last night I was up until past. Kevin called me after midnight last night and said, look, let me just put up the stuff because I won't be available tomorrow. And to show you how committed Kevin is to all of us. Kevin have a bunch of things to do, you know, and Kevin never, I didn't call Kevin this evening, you know. Kevin called me and said, let me help you out because Kevin knows I need help bad. And Kevin come on and said, me I got work with OT and get you up and running. And see, he might put up something now that's very important. And I have to say this, you know. And I have to say this. And then I'm going to show you what the Prime Minister did back in 1997, 1998. And for those of you who didn't know, you're going to be shocked. And remember what I said, for those of you who were with me at the beginning, I said, remember that phrase, what goes around comes around. And what happened is likely to happen again. All right. Kevin, give me a little break, yeah. So here we go. See that? Observers. See that? It said for the first time, observers were allowed into the polling station to observe the taking of the poll. So it's not the first time. So nobody can say, well, it never happened before. We're not do it. Look at what it says. An international team of observers organized by the Carter Center of Atlanta, Georgia, included former president, he's passed on now, Jimmy Carter, retired chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, he's passed on to General Colin Powell, and heavyweight boxing champion, Mr. Vander Holyfield. They came under the banner of the Carter Center to do what? To observe, to make sure that we had a free and fair election, that nobody no gather outside up at the front, nobody now buy no vote. No. And look there what you say. Also observing the poll was Citizens Action for a Free and Fair Election, CAFE, a local observer group led by the Honorable Dr. Alfred Sangster. You free me up here, Kevin? Kevin, not talk to me. All right. See that says the reports of both organizations. So both of them provided a report. And it said indicate that although there were administrative shortcomings by the EOJ, people see it, you know, we are complaining about the EOJ now. They were complaining about the EOJ back in 1997, 1998. Let me big it up your phone. Maybe I want to see it. See it, yeah? The last sentence, the one that says the reports. The reports of both organizations indicate that although there were administrative shortcomings by the EOJ, the result of the poll reflected the will of the Jamaican electorate. See it right there, so EOJ under pressure. 1997, 1998, and them still can't get it right. Still can't get it right. Now look at this. I'm going to show you something. You see this now? Voiding of the poll. We have a read together. I'm not going to summarize or give you the Reader's Digest version. We are going to read this together. Voiding of the poll. That means something, them just say, fling it out. All right? Let me draw for me my marker, yeah, my highlighter, yeah. See this? Remember I told you about a body called the Constituted Authority? Here it is. The Constituted Authority under the Representation of the People's Act, Section 44A2, has the authority to stop an election or to petition the court, there it is, or to petition the court for a voiding of a result of the poll or the result of specific polling divisions.